Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you could tell, is completely like not me whatsoever. I was filming this and I was like, it's a funny story. Okay, I'm gonna tell you it really quick. So last night when I was falling asleep, for some reason the Tartelette in Bloom palette came to mind, right? So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use that shade Jet Setter. It's that really pretty, like, silver gray, like really nice, like rustic color, you know. And I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe like a little smoked out, like winged liner, all that stuff. Thinking about it, I was like, yeah, I'm totally gonna film that tomorrow. So I got home and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna film, blah blah blah. And I looked at the Tartelette palette and I realized that Jet Setter wasn't the color that I was actually talking about. It was, this is Jet Setter and this is Rocker. So I was like, okay, I can work with that. I was like, this is pretty much what I wanted to do, blah blah blah. And I went to go like apply Rocker to my lid, and you guys can tell, like in the video, I was like really upset with the way that it just applied to my lid. I applied it with a brush that was dampened with Fix Plus, so I thought that it was going to go on a little bit more intense than it would if it was dry. But it didn't. I was just so upset. And it looked okay, don't get me wrong, but it didn't look good with the smoked out liner. So I did add a little bit of pigment and a regular liner. And I'm actually obsessed with the way that this came out, but it's completely out of my comfort zone. I definitely didn't even think or even gravitate towards doing this like semi kind of cut crease, but it happened. So I mean, you know, I'm really happy with the way that this turned out. Glossy lips, because my lips are just super dry and I can't take them anymore. So this video, I also mentioned what I got in this month's Ipsy glam bag. So if you guys want to check out what I got, go ahead and stick around. I'm going to stop rambling now because I am quite obsessed with this look and I do not want this video to be like 27 minutes long, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys all in my next one. Bye. Deuces. Hey guys, welcome back. So we're gonna go ahead and start with pretty much what we got in this month's Ipsy glam bag. So what I got is this Skin Sugar Lips Polishing Scrub for dry and lined lips. And I'm actually going to use this. And it smells so good. It smells like a watermelon kind of strawberry bubblegum. It just smells absolutely so good. So I would just put a little bit on my finger and then I just started working it in my lips, really scrubbing it. And then I waited about a minute. And I also just took a dry napkin. You can wet it if you want, just a little bit, but I took a dry napkin and just wiped that off. And it actually is amazing. It does burn a little bit, so I am going to apply my Aquaphor to my lips to make them a little bit moist. The next few things I got in this month's glam bag is an Acuri Cell Stimulating Facial Mask. I didn't want to try this out because I didn't know if it was going to break me out, but I will, and I will let you guys know what I think. I got this Formula X nail polish in the shade Revved Up. It's a really pretty gold glitter shade, perfect for New Year's. I got this Glamour Dolls Double Trouble eyeshadow in the shade New Dress, which is so stunning, so pigmented. And then the last thing I got is this Pacifica Powerful Color lipstick in the shade Tender Heart, which is a really pretty nude shade, which I'm totally excited to try out, so I will definitely be getting back to you. And now onto the makeup look. I'm going in with MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, blending that in with my Crown Round Blender brush, and then blending it in with my fingers. And to set that, I'm using Makeup Geek's White Lies eyeshadow. Okay, so the next couple of steps might seem a little bit pointless, but I was originally going for a nice, really smoked out winged liner. And before I went in with a legitimate, you know, black gel liner, I wanted to build it up and really just mark out where I wanted the thickness, the thinness, the wing, all that stuff. So I just went in with the 2 or 3 darkest shades from the Tartelette and Bloom palette and just started, you know, just sketching out where I really wanted that wing, where I wanted it to start, where I wanted it to end, how I wanted it connecting, all that fun stuff. And then I also went in and just blended it out so I wouldn't have any harsh lines. And then I grabbed the shade Jet Setter because it's a little bit more cooler and grayish in tone, and that's what I was really going for. So I just went ahead and just kept on blending it out. I repeat this step a couple of times until I put on the actual winged liner. And then I grabbed these 2 shades. I don't know the name of them off of the back of my hand, but I will link them down below. And I just further blend out with more of it. Then I'm taking a flat brush and I'm taking the shade Rocker, and I spray my brush a little bit with MAC Fix Plus to make it a little bit more pigmented, and it just didn't cut it for me. I'm going back and forth with those two dark brown shades from the Tartelette palette to kind of see if I liked it the way I planned it on liking it, and I didn't like it. So I just sketched out where I kind of want that half soft cut crease, and then I went in with Inglot Gel Liner in number 77 black and that same Morphe 160 brush. So at this point, I'm still kind of going for that smoked out winged liner, trying to recreate what I saw in my head. And as you can see, I totally kind of just fail at it. I'm blending out the winged liner as, you know, as nicely as I could. I'm smudging it out, making it really, really smoky, adding more colors in my crease. I'm grabbing a black eyeshadow, I'm adding depth, I'm adding darkness, and it's just not cutting it out for me. So until I grabbed this NYX Pigment, I'm pretty sure it's in the shade Mocha. It's a really nice taupey, like gray shade. It's absolutely beautiful. I sprayed my brush with MAC Fix Plus. You can go in with glitter glue if you want, but I just wanted it to look like a foiled eyeshadow. It just seriously made the difference. I absolutely love the way that this came out. As you can see, it looks a little crazy that I'm just throwing it on my lid. It looks like super unblended, all that stuff. But once you go in, blend your cut crease a little bit more, add a little bit of the winged liner back, make that shit sharp. I'm telling you, it is going to look phenomenal. I just keep going back in with the shade Rocker from the Tarte palette, and I just keep blending that out, and then I grab a lighter shade and I blend that further out toward my brow. And oh my god, guys, I can't even tell you how obsessed I am with this look. I'm going back in with the Inglot Gel Liner and just making that shit sharp. I'm making that shit black. I am making sure that it is cut my crease. I'm just so obsessed with the way that this looks. Then I go in with NYX liquid liner to darken it all. Then I'm going in with lashes by Blinking Beaute. Lashes seriously just make all the difference. All the difference. Feel free to skip the lashes if you'd like, but I went ahead and I applied Blinking Beaute lashes in the style number 1, my absolute faves. And now moving on to complexion, I went in with the Makeup Forever Base Smoothing Primer, and now I'm going in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick. This is their newest foundation stick that they came out with, and let me tell you, I'm obsessed. These two combos are absolutely amazing. Oh, it just makes my skin look literally like perfect. Like, they call it Ultra HD for a reason, and it's just stunning. You know what I'm saying? It's just stunning. Like, you need this foundation in your life. Then for concealer, I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, another ride or dies lately. I'm absolutely just obsessed with it, and it's a great, great concealer, especially that it's from the drugstore. And then I'm going in with the Damp Beauty Blender and just blending that all out. I'm not too sure of the shade, but as you can tell, it's really not so brightening. I'm really not loving the like super like bright under eyes lately, but I do, you know, just go in on the center of my forehead, the bridge of my nose, just to even it out because it is just a shade lighter. And then I am baking where I put all that, and then it's time for a dance break. So I went ahead and just dusted off my bake in the middle of my dance session, and now I'm going in with bronzer. I'm going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Solei bronzer and my Sephora number 55 brush, bronzing up the face, giving that sun-kissed glow, you know what I'm saying, even though it's December and I should look like a pale ghost right now, but I still need to look bronzy in December. I'm going in with the Kat Von D Shade Light Contour Palette and contouring my cheeks, you know, make them cheekbones pop, girl, make them pop. Then I'm grabbing this Tarte blush, and I'm pretty sure it's in this shade Fearless. I will leave it down below. I really, really don't know. And then for highlight, I kind of went in with a white highlight just to complement the grayish and the coolness in the eyes. So I'm going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Starlight Highlighter. For the lower lash line, I decided to grab a black eyeliner. I wanted to use the Buxom, and then I opened it, and this happened. So I went ahead and I grabbed my IT Cosmetics one, and I didn't realize how pigmented it was, so I just threw that on the outer portion of my waterline and a little bit on my lower lash line, and then I pretty much just mixed the 3 darkest shades in the Tartelette in Bloom palette and threw that on the outer edge of my eye. And then going in with the shade Jet Setter, I went ahead and just blended it out, but I did take it in a little bit too much, so I just went in with a little bit of Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, let that sit for about a minute or two, and it just looks good as new. For the lips, I'm just going to blend out with whatever excess foundation from my beauty blender to cancel out any pigmentation from my lips. Going in with a Gallany Lip Gloss. I got this at Gem Beauty, and I really do like this. I will leave the shade color down below. I'm going to wipe off that powder from the inner corners, and then for the inner corners of my eyes, I'm going in with Shroom by MAC. Pretty white champagne color. Perfect, not too crazy, not too pigmented. But once you've done that, this look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys all in my next one. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you guys all in my next one. Bye! I absolutely, like, it's just me, like, generally, I absolutely won't mix gold and silver. Like, I won't mix, like, beige and gray. Like, it's just something about it.